That was amazing. Thank you, Tracy. Everyone, that was Tracy. Yeah. So Tracy sings all over the world, and she also sings at our free restaurant, Free Food, which is right around the corner. So tomorrow night, yeah. So welcome to Women Over Dinner. I'm your host, Kara, for the evening. Women Over Dinner is a global movement of intimate dinners. It is spread to over 25 countries, 100 cities, 2 correctional facilities with many more on the way, and including all of you beautiful ladies tonight, almost 5,000 women. So Women Over Dinner was created by a good friend of mine who is one of the most badass women I've ever met, Nicole Daedone. And Nicole believes women have power and has dedicated her life to this idea. And yes, even in 2026, that is controversial. Nicole, along with another leader of this movement, Rachel, are currently incarcerated for these very ideas. There's a beautiful way that Women Over Dinner has become a place where all women, justice impacted and otherwise, can come together in strength, recognition, and power. Some of us are in prisons of the world, and some of us are in prisons of the mind. But here, in this movement, we are all working to get free and get each other free. So Nicole really wanted to be here tonight, and because she couldn't, she wrote this letter for you, which is coming to you through the magic of AI.
I am incarcerated at Metropolitan Detention Center, Brooklyn, and I am a free woman. I want every woman to be able to say those words. This is your dispatch from your sisters on the inside, from a dorm of 37 women in beige uniforms, in a room of gray metal bunks and bright fluorescent lights. The first thing I want to say to you is, thank you. Thank you for gathering tonight. Thank you for making a table where women can speak without interruption and listen without fixing. You may be over there, and I may be in here, but spirit travels. I'm writing this with real tears in my eyes because even while I'm in here, we remain connected, still determined to set the world right. The tears of relief, knowing we are not alone. And we need each other because freedom is an inside job. It's the responsibility of the individual, but transformation is a shared one. We hold each other's journey to freedom so that there are enough of us to begin to change the world. Women Over Dinner began with a simple act. Women sitting together and telling the truth, not performing, not proving, coming into contact. The world tells us to share stories of victimhood, but I want to tell a story of power. I desire for all people to be free, free even from the past we think defines us. But the moment we stop asking, why did this happen to me? And start asking, how is this an opportunity for me? Everything changes. There are women who know the force they carry inside themselves. What they need is a community of midwives who know how to birth this power. I have met these women here in prison, and I have met them at the tables of Women Over Dinner. And I want you to know the light from your tables is bringing light to ours. I believe there will be a revolution, but it will be an inner revolution because freedom is an inside job and transformation is a shared one. We will not spend our lives fighting the power because we are the power. There is one enemy, ignorance. Not knowing that we are free means that ignorance is the real prison. And the cure for ignorance is not contempt, it is contact. If you avoid something, its grip on your soul grows stronger. If you turn toward it, it reveals itself. When you face it, study it, allow it, you can digest it and extract its power. Here in MDC Brooklyn, we have a term, ops. Enemies, people you can't trust, old histories dragged behind us like chains. And you see the sickness of separation magnified. 37 women, all struggling, spending precious energy battling over turf or battling over who is talking to a man at what we call the gate. The gate is a doorway to the rec yard we can't even enter. Women call out to men we cannot see. Just the old spell. If I could win his attention, I would be safe. If I could be chosen, I would be whole. Sisters, this is not a prison problem. This is a woman problem. We look outside ourselves for the power that can only be born within. And the moment we face that truth, the moment we stop blaming and start claiming, transformation begins. Remember, freedom is an inside job, and transformation is a shared one. I have spent my life learning how to turn poison into medicine, adversity into the very material of awakening. From behind these walls, guarded by noble officers charged with an impossible job, I speak to you as a free woman. I want you to know there is no condition that can keep you from being free. Not a man, not your trauma, not a system, not even these walls. In my tradition, the word for Buddhist can be translated as insider, meaning the work is inward. Freedom is an inside job, and transformation is a shared one. In places like this, you discover who you are, or you lose yourself. Sometimes what is stripped away is everything false until only what is real remains. Until you see the truth, you are free right now. I want every woman to be able to say these words, I am free right now. The question is, will you claim it? This is what I ask the women in here. And that is what I ask you tonight over dinner. Next, you'll hear from two women who are very special to me. My Reverend Joanne Coleman, who came all the way from Los Angeles to visit me at MDC Brooklyn and to be with you this evening. She's been my Reverend and sister for over a decade. And you'll hear from Kariva, who I lived with inside these walls until she returned home 2 months ago. She's named Nevaeh in my book, Jailbirds in Flight, where I describe her as steady and authoritative with a wild streak. I'm so grateful these two women are there with you tonight since I'm not able to be. I want to say thank you to a few other people. Thank you to my sister and partner in this work, Topeka K, who has lived what I'm talking about. She has taken her own time inside and turned it into a calling for dignity, for decarceration, for women coming home to their lives with leadership in their bones. Although she was unable to join you tonight, she flies with us always. Finally, thank you to the unit team, the officers, the inmates, and everyone working on our favor, and especially to the woman who is Smith in the book. You know who you are. May we all fly free.
Now, I'm going to bring up Reverend Dr. Joanne Coleman. She is a Christian minister and teacher at Agape International Spiritual Center and Agape University in Culver City, California. Welcome, Rev.
Thank you. It's wonderful to be here. I'm one of them, I don't think I'm the last generation, but I was one of them girls that was raised in the church. Sure enough, sure enough. I was deeply influenced by my grandmother. She left me with so much, and one of the things she left me with, one of them old country sayings, she said, free your mind and your life will follow. That's right, and for the woman who knows how it really goes. So that's what we're here doing tonight. We're freeing our minds so that our lives will follow. Our lives are following the thoughts of our mind. I want you to know I've been knowing Nicole for over a decade. I must have known her for at least 6 months before she finally confessed to what she actually did in terms of freeing women's minds, bodies, and hearts. And because a friend from church, not church, from church said, you ought to meet her, I could hardly wait to do so. And when I met her, maybe you've met her, or you just met her, I knew her before I knew her. Before I could explain it to anybody, I knew who she was. You know, she's the same kind of woman that we are. She's a woman who had found what her calling is and had answered the phone. She's a living answer to the calling on her life. She was a woman like us who found what her calling is and then gave her total life to it, just like the calling on my life to be a preacher woman. I like calling myself a preacher woman, and because it's so different from a clergy woman, right? This one can be barefoot, right, sometimes. So I found what I was looking for, and I gave my whole life to the freeing of women from the inside out, and she was doing the same thing. And we've been at it together for 10 years. When I first met her in her living room, there were delightful snacks, and she was talking and teaching and eating. I'd never seen the skill set like that before. So I was just staring. Have you ever just stared at somebody because you can't quite get the math of them, right? But you know it's good math, right? So she was teaching and saying sweet things. And when she finished what she had to say, I went right up to her like that was the calling on my life. And I said, girl, I know what you up to. I know where you going. And I want you to know one thing. I want you to know I'm riding with you. I'm riding with you. We ride this thing hard or soft, but I'm riding with you. And I said, and so furthermore, that's my grandmother, you can hear her accent, right? So furthermore, I want you to know that I have belonged myself to you, and you are now belong to me. When I visited with her yesterday, she said, oh, my belonged one, the one that belongs to me, and I belong to her. This was a lifetime commitment to do transformation, because transformation happens with each other. It's a group, it's a community activity. she got to telling me what she was up to, and I went up to her and said, child, Lord, have mercy. Lord, you know how our grandma said it. They didn't say, have mercy. They said, have mercy. I said, this reminds me of the civil rights movement. This is dangerous work. This work is going to attract a lot of attention, especially if your work works. If women actually become free, if women's lives actually heal, they free their minds and their lives follow, then that attracts attention because it's emotionally illegal in most places for women to be free. And I said, so maybe we'll create our own underground railroad, and we'll find safe houses or safe communities in which we can refresh ourselves. And she said, that might be all right, but I also want the high-speed train. So we're doing both. We're doing an underground railroad where it's safe to speak and be heard, and we're taking the high-speed train to our destination of transformation. One group of women at a time, one sacred meal at a time. And wow, I love that part. The other day, a woman who was completely and totally sure I had offended her. Have you ever met anyone like that? They're just so sure you in the wrong. As a matter of fact, it's their spiritual career now to make sure when they see you, they know you wrong. You wrong, Rev Joanne, right? And she was at church with me the other day, and I was sitting where preachers sit in that particular church, and she came over to me and squatted down real low because she wanted to tell me that a mutual friend had brought her brand new baby boy to church, and I should come over there and meet the little baby. And then my spirit, has your spirit ever just come up at the wrong moment and God has asked you, this presence of God has asked you to do something you have no intention of doing? This woman has made me wrong. She's being polite, inviting me to meet the baby. But my spirit said, ask her for forgiveness. Forgiveness? I didn't do it. Okay. But to become a free woman, you have to unleash yourself from the past. You've got to take your past out your future, so you don't keep living it and living it and living it like a hamster in a cage at night. So I said, I'd love to meet the baby boy. And first, would you forgive me? Because I meant the forgiveness because in her mind, heart, something had occurred. And so I need to be the one because she thinks I'm the offender. So I'll just take the part. I'll stand in the presence of my own life and say, would you forgive me? She shivered, she shook, she burst into tears and said, yes, I forgive you. And in that moment, when I was sharing this with Nicole yesterday, she said, see, you were free. And then you freed another woman. Because you see, in this journey, free women, free women, free women, free women. And wow, that's just everything I know. I know that this is a sacred gathering. I know that we forgive ourselves for the past. No matter what you do, you can't make your past different. You can wish it was different. All you can do is change your view of the past. You can't make the events different and then make a vow to go forward and live a life you've never lived. From this day forward, women of spirit, I invite you to live a life you have never lived before, not in just some information about your past, but step into the life you're actually called to live. I need for you to hear the ringing in your heart tonight, and I need for you to pick up the phone, and you only got to say one word. Yes. And you don't even have to get the whole yes out. You just, yeah. You just need to, and God will know what you mean, and your whole life pivots and rotates, not just on the salad and the entree and the desserts to come and sparkling water, but there's a banquet of belonging to yourself that is yours to have tonight with one simple yes. I am filling my body full of yes. I am filling my body full of yes, 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 yes.
Thank you, Rev. Yes. Yes. Next, it is my great pleasure to welcome Kariva. She is one of the sisters who was inside MDC with Nicole and Rachel, and is one of the main characters in Nicole's book, as you heard, Jailbirds in Flight. It is my honor to have her with us today.
Going after you, Reverend Joe. Good evening, everyone. It's so surreal being here tonight because there was a time when the only dinner conversations I knew were happening in the confinement of a prison. The lights were fluorescent, the walls were concrete, the doors were metal, and the future felt uncertain. And yet, even there, something sacred was happening. Many of you know the book Jailbirds in Flight, but what many people don't know is that Nevaeh isn't just a character to me. Nevaeh is me. The name may be changed, but the journey is real. What happened inside these walls wasn't just incarceration, it was transformation. And a huge part of that transformation came from sitting across from Nicole Dedon. Nicole didn't walk into that space seeing criminals. She saw women. She saw nervous systems. She shaped trauma. She saw brilliance buried under survival. She saw power we had forgotten we had. And she did something radical. She slowed us all down. She taught us how to meditate. Now imagine this. You're incarcerated. You are trained to stay alert, to watch your back, to never fully relax. Your body lives in survival mode. And here comes this woman teaching us to close our eyes, to breathe, to sit still in the confinements of a prison and find peace anyway. And it felt at first very uncomfortable because when you slow down, everything rises. The pain, the regret, the memories, the shame. But she didn't let us run from it. She taught us to observe our thoughts. Instead of becoming them, she taught us to feel without collapsing. She taught us that even when your body is confined, your awareness is not. Meditation became revolutionary. For women who had survived abuse, addiction, abandonment, poverty, it was the first time many of us realized, I am not just what happened to me. I am not just my charges. I am not just my sentence. I am still whole. And it wasn't just meditation, it was conversation. Women sitting together in the confinement of a prison, talking about power, sexuality, trauma, responsibility, softness, accountability, conversations society rarely makes space for. And I think about that often because now I'm here at a real dinner speaking about the very thing we once discussed behind locked doors. That is what flight looks like. Nicole modeled embodiment. She modeled presence. She showed us what it looks like to be deeply aware and unapologetically powerful. And alongside her, Rachel Sherwitz held space in a way that felt stabilizing. There was structure. There was care. There was someone witnessing and ensuring our stories were not erased. That combination, presence and structure, changed us. It changed me. Meditation taught me that I could regulate myself, that I didn't have to react from trauma, that I could choose my response, that I could sit in discomfort and not be destroyed by it. That practice prepared me for life after incarceration, because if I could find stillness in the confinements of a prison, I can find it anywhere. If I could redeem my voice there, I can use it anywhere. Jailbirds in Flight is not just about women leaving prison. It is about women remembering who they are. It is about nervous systems healing. It is about responsibility. It is about power reclaimed. It is about flight that begins long before the gates open. And tonight, I don't stand here as a victim of my past. I stand as proof that transformation is possible, proof that women, when given space and tools, rise, proof that even in the confinements of a prison, we can learn how to fly. Good night and thank you.
Thank you, Kariva. It was gorgeous. Thanks for bringing that to us. Our last speaker tonight is Anjali Iyer. Anjali is the owner of One Taste and a steadfast advocate for women's freedom and self-possession. Come on up, Anj.
Somebody once described our organization as a New York City subway car. It was hard to pin down the demographic, they said. You could be sitting next to anyone, a revolutionary, a hairdresser, a Christian minister, a stripper. It's not an accident. That's because this train is intended to be a freedom train. But we're not free until we're all free. And it won't be in spite of our differences. And it won't be because of our differences. It'll be when each woman uniquely expresses herself as free. We've had over 400 women over dinners in homes, in restaurants, in temples, in yoga studios, and in prisons. We've done them all over the world, in Africa, in South Korea, in the Cork Island, and in India. Some have been planned, and some have been spontaneous. There's no dogma because there doesn't need to be. Women coming together, doing what they do, love is the default, and wisdom is the result. Freedom flies on two wings, power and intimacy. Power is women turning on their own light, and intimacy is sharing that light with other women. May we all fly free, and may there be light.
Wow, wow. Thank you. Thank you, all of our speakers. That was gorgeous. So inspired. Okay, so here at Women Over Dinner, our aim is to remember that women are the jewel that everyone is searching for. So I'll quickly walk us through the structure of the evening, and then we'll dive in. So Women Over Dinner has 3 parts. 1, a round of noticings. 2, a series of questions, and a final round of reflections. Throughout the dinner, we have 4 agreements. 1, no crosstalk. Tonight is unique in that it's not exactly a discussion. After someone shares, simply say, thank you. No need to change someone's experience. We are simply listening to them. Number 2, bottom line it. To allow everyone's voice to be heard, keep shares concise. Vulnerability and specificity hold the most power. 3, say it quietly. If we all speak softly, no one will need to raise their voice. I know it's very exciting. And number 4, enjoy it all. Remember, there are no wrong answers. We simply are here to share, connect, and have fun. Okay, so let's begin. Starting with the woman leading your table. She knows who she is. We'll go around the table in a circle, giving a noticing to the person to your left. This is a simple observation of the woman sitting beside you. It can be anything like, the first thing I noticed about you was how welcoming you felt. As women, we often feel invisible, and this is a way that we can see each other. So the person being noticed just says, thank you. Receiving attention can sometimes be uncomfortable, but don't worry. All you have to do is say thank you when they're done. So I'll do one as an example. Mary. So I noticed how bright your smile was when I first saw you and how warm your eyes are. Just like that. So your table lead will start you off. I'll give another example for you. And if everyone answers the questions quietly, no one will have to yell. Begin.
So ladies online, we can go ahead and do some noticings in our chat for each other, just like some of the examples we see in there.
Well done. Well done, everyone. We're warming up. So next, your table lead will guide you through the questions. We're moving on to our second portion of the evening. Can I have everybody's attention for the instructions? Okay, thanks. Okay, so next we're going to go over the questions, and these questions are designed to be thought-provoking and intimate, and your table lead, again, will lead you through them. So you're going to go around the table, one question per round, so everyone gets to answer the question. And we'll answer as many questions as we can in about 30 minutes, so no rush, but concise and vulnerable. And remember, we say thank you after each share, and then move our attention to the next person. Begin.
Okay, everyone, we online in the Zoom here will go into a breakout room to do our questions. And then for everybody streaming online, we will display some questions and maybe give them a go if you feel drawn to. For everyone joining us online, welcome, welcome. We're so happy you could stream and tune in to Women Over Dinner this evening. As you can see and hear, there are many women in our center in Harlem enjoying a delicious meal, and they're in the portion of the evening where we get to ask each other these amazing questions that you can see online. If you feel like it, why not give a question a go? Drop a comment in whatever platform you're streaming in on. We'd love to hear from you. Where are you joining us from? How did you hear about Women Over Dinner? We're very excited that you could be with us this evening. Welcome to everyone online. We're so happy you could join us at Women Over Dinner this evening. We have approximately just a little under 100 women in the room in Harlem. They're having an amazing evening. It's vibrant, it's energetic, it's joyful. They're in the portion of the evening where they get to ask each other these amazing questions you can see online. Yes, there we go. There's 6 questions. If you feel like it, we'd love to hear and just put in the comment section, whatever platform you're streaming in on. We'd love to hear your answers to the questions, or just pop us a comment and say hi and let us know where you're tuning in from. We would love to hear from you. Good evening, good evening. Welcome to everyone streaming in online, whatever platform you're doing so. We'd love to hear from you. Pop something in the comments section, say hi, say where you're tuning in from, where you heard about Women Over Dinner. We're having an amazing time here in online, both online and in New York, in Harlem. That's the room you can see. Right now, there's a little under 100 women in the room. They're in the portion of the evening where they get to ask each other these amazing questions you can see on your screen. And we'd love to hear from you. Pick one of the questions, pop us an answer, take a risk. We'd love to connect. Hello, hello. Welcome to everybody joining Women Over Dinner, joining us online, streaming from whatever platform you're tuning in from. We are so happy you could join us. We're in the section of the evening where the ladies online and in the room in Harlem are asking each other these incredible questions that you can see on your screen. I particularly love question 6. What would your life look like if you lived fully free? It's always a funny one to try and answer, because you really, really have to think about it. What would it look like if you were fully free? So if you feel like it, give some of the questions a stab. We'd love to hear from you, or just drop us a comment and say hi. How did you hear about us? Where are you tuning in from? We're very happy you could join us. Hello and welcome to everybody streaming in to Women Over Dinner online from wherever you're streaming in and whichever platform. We are absolutely delighted you could join us. We have a little under 100 women in the room in Harlem and women online who are all taking this opportunity to ask each other these amazing questions that you can see on your screen. One of my favorite parts of Women Over Dinner is this opportunity to where women get to ask each other these questions that reflect, remind, have women think and share and gather around their power and their genius and get to spend some time together without any judgment. And so it's one of the most special parts of our Women Over Dinner format. So if you would like to give it a try, we'd love to hear from you, maybe answer some or one of the questions, or just drop us a comment and say hi and let us know where you're tuning in from.
Ladies, we have 5 minutes left. We have 5 minutes left for answering questions. So if you're in the middle of a share, finish up. And if you haven't gone and you really want to, go ahead and share quickly. But we've got 5 minutes left to answer questions.
Welcome online to everyone joining us. We are in the question section of our evening. It's actually coming to a close pretty soon. We're so happy you could join us. You can see 6 questions on your screen. They're really fun. If you'd like to give them a go, try them out. Pop us a comment in whatever platform you are streaming in on, or just say hi and let us know how you heard about Women Over Dinner. We'd love to connect.
Ladies, 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 ladies. That's all the time we have for answering questions. Hi, ladies. Hi, ladies. Attention up here, ladies. I know this is the best part of the evening. We're about to have dessert, okay? So, okay, right? Serious. Okay, so that's all the time we have for answering questions. We'll close this part of the evening by giving a reflection to the person to your right. So reflection is a specific moment from the dinner that you remember of that woman. You describe the moment, and then you say how you felt. So one example is there was a moment when your posture changed as you were talking about standing up for yourself, and I felt my own strength surface. So once you've received a reflection, you just say, thank you. Perfect. So I'll start. Let's see, Kelly. Yeah, I'm looking at you. So when you ran over to me and gave me a giant hug tonight, I felt the ocean of your love crash over me and both lift me up at the same time. Yeah. No. Just say that's it. She knows, okay? Don't let her fool you. Okay, so one more thing. You'll notice a red thread on the table in front of you. Great. So as you give your reflection, tie the thread to her left wrist as a reminder of how we are all connected. Begin.
Welcome back, everyone. We're going to do our reflections in the chat if you would like to add them there.
Well done, everyone. That feels amazing. Shh. Well done. Incredible. Okay, so we're going to, now that everyone's done with their reflections at their table, we're going to take a few reflections from the room. So raise your hand and I'll call on you and someone will come around with a mic if you want to share a reflection from your experience tonight. Don't be shy. Oh, those knots, am I right?
Thank you. Can I stand up? So, Miss Joanne, Pastor Joanne, my name is Joanne. And I will become emotional. Ubuntu, U-B-U-N-T-U, I am because we are. And I was born free. And they said that I could talk to New York Times if you want to. And I had wrote a piece that I would like reiterate and tell. And when I was writing, it was about freedom. And when you got up there and you sung, your soul came out into this microphone. And you said, and it was a vibration that connected to my soul. So thank you for being Joanne so powerfully. Thank you for showing people what it is to be courageous in a quiet storm. So there's crashes of water in the ocean that can land and hit you, or it can blanket you with just warmth. So your echoes and your testimonies and your direction just was a blanket of love. And thank you for allowing me to be in alignment with you without knowing you. So thank you.
Who wants to go next? Just raise your hand.
Hello.
Oh, okay, in the back.
Hi, my name is Marines, and my reflection is that the speeches were so moving in different ways. It even brought me to tears. I didn't know what to expect. This is my first time, but the second part that I really enjoyed was that I was able to share myself openly, vulnerably, and not have to get feedback and not have to get advice, because I know what I need to do, but it's hard sometimes because I feel lonely or because I'm overwhelmed, and sometimes I just need to be heard. And so that was so lovely to have, and I'm super grateful. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies. And this is my second time here. I came here last month, and I said when I stood up, who knew that scrolling Instagram at 4 o'clock in the morning would have brought me here? Last month I came with two friends. My dear friend here, she didn't make it, but she got rescheduled to come. And the original girl I came with, unfortunately, she had a death that occurred right before we came. But I did bring 3 other of my sisters with me, and I made sure that we all didn't sit at the same table so they can get to know and have the experience I had. So in all, my 4 o'clock dream and nightmare and scrolling, I'm just putting it out, and I'm gonna bring a bunch of ladies around here again. And my table, what an amazing women. You got somebody here is a stripper though. Somebody here is a stripper. 'Cause these ladies have quit their corporate jobs in the time that we're living, and they're doing good. Somebody's a stripper at this table. Here you go.
In the middle of the room.
Good evening, ladies. Thanks. My name is Elena, and first I just want to say thank you to the Reverend in the fronts. Your words were so powerful, they resonated deeply. And Kiva, welcome home. Thank you. Secondly, Marinas, hey girl, we went to school together. All girls. Hey girl. Also, I think it's so beautiful that the women at my table were deeply vulnerable today and said things that they didn't say or have never said out loud. And I'm just so happy that you allowed yourselves to do that, and we respected each other, and we were able to just hold beautiful, powerful space and witness and recognize and remember who we are. I'll be back.
We'll take a couple more.
Good evening. I'm going to say I was here last month also. This is my second time. And the reason why this month was so important to me is because my good friend Thelma, who's here, had a birthday on the 5th, on the 6th of this month, and she turned 92. And I thought this would be... I thought for her to be in a room of women of all ages, race, creeds, and colors and religions, that this would be a great experience for her. And I'm sure she looked like she loved it. Did you love it?
I love it.
And she's a storyteller, by the way. So thank you all for being here.
Hi. So this is my first time coming, and clearly I'm not the stripper because I am in corporate attire here. My reflection is, I needed this. I'm in a predominantly male environment, and when you walk into all these events, you see a sprinkle of women, and you gravitate there, and you're, oh, we should do coffee, we should do dinner, and we never do it. This is more genuine, authentic. The speakers, amazing. Definitely realized there's work for me to do, but the connections that I made here tonight, even if you're not even sitting at my table, you could just hear it. So I definitely needed this, and I will be back.
Hi, everyone. Oh, my God, there's so many beautiful women in here. Okay. My name is Raven. This is actually my 11th dinner because I just love women over dinner. Hello. I just wanted to share, I had a really beautiful table of women who know their worth. I had the beautiful Stephanie here share that when she wanted to feel free, she went for a hike. And after that hike, she went and now has a fashion boutique. And I'm like, wait, I need to go hiking now. Like, beautiful. And I just know that if my table is radiating this encouraging and unlimiting energy to just chase after what they do, I know that every single table here is also doing the same. So thank you for being here tonight, and I hope you keep coming back and being a light, because that's what this space radiates, and I feel it deeply. Yeah.
Hey y'all, hey. So my name's Joanna. How y'all doing? Hey y'all, hey. Okay, so this is my first time here, right? To meeting all of you beautiful women. I want to give a shout out to the moderator. Right? She did an amazing job by keeping the conversation going. I also have the person who I went to school with. We wind up sitting at the same table. But yeah, this was an amazing experience. I'm here for it. I will be here next month, and my birthday is on Saturday. Thank you.
Mic up front. Oh, okay, we'll go right into the back.
Hello, everyone. My name is Althea. My reflections from tonight were, well, first of all, this was a great event. Just like one of the other ladies over there said, yes, earlier that yesterday I was just on a doom scroll, and then I happened to see this. and I messaged them right away, and I'm like, oh my God, I need this. Especially the past few days I've been in isolation because I just like have not been feeling the greatest. Like I've been emotionally drained. So to come here, it kind of like filled my cup back up just a little bit. But like to be around my table and to share our stories and our experiences, it's just like, you're not alone. Like there's other people doing and going through things. Sorry, I don't mean to have my back towards you guys. There's other people that's going through things that sometimes it's like you're just not alone. You know what I'm saying? So it was just good for that reminder that, there's other people here, there's community, use your community, come outside. There's people who want to support you. There's people here who have similar stories or have worse stories, or that you could gain some perspectives from. So I thank you guys for that. I will be back. This is my first one. I will be back. Thank you so much, and I enjoyed myself. Oh yes, please. And
all right, this will be
shameless plug. I do have a few gift bags here if you want to come check them out.
all right, and last one.
The singer. So good afternoon, beautiful ladies. It's such an honor for me to be able to serve and sing for you today, because that was always my passion, but I didn't always get to do it. So before I moved to America, I pioneered the first black-owned cosmetics in England. But thank you. But when you get to your goal and you hit that mountain, you kind of go flat, because it's like, now what? And at Christmas, I've become an empty nester. My daughter's graduated, she's in Texas. And at Christmas, I deleted all my social media, and then I searched, where can I volunteer? This was Christmas Day. So all the family was doing everything, and I'm like, I need to strip back, shut down everything that I existed on before, because something new is coming. And that's when I found myself at Free Food Harlem. So I was in the kitchen with Chef Levon, chopping up carrots, and then out the corner of my eye, I see the microphone and the PA, and I'm like, could I volunteer? I didn't know there was such a thing to volunteer singing, and I sang, and I was received so warmly by the community of Harlem, and, I just wanted to go back more and more. I was very shy. I wanted to go back more and more, and it's like I've found the thing that I was born to do at 4 years old that I missed. It's almost like I found it, and I found it in community, and I love it, because when I walk the streets of Harlem, people are saying, hi, good morning, good afternoon, and I'm like, man, there's such a beautiful community here. And then when I found Free Food, and then Women Over Dinner, and the cause, and the incarcerated women, these are things that are dear to my heart, giving to people who can't give back to you. There's something so amazing that fills you up, not from ego, but from fulfillment and alignment. So I just, it was, like I said, it was a pleasure to be able to sing, because I love to sing. You're not going to pay me to sing. I will do it anyway. But being in the community and discovering this cause, discovering other people's stories that's bigger than you or more deeper than you or whatever, is so beautiful. And it's like I found something new. So I love what America does to me. I come here. Everybody knows I love New York, and it always gives me something new. When I pioneered the cosmetics, I found it by coming here, going to trade shows, and recognizing in the UK, we didn't have this. So I'm learning all the time from all the different types of women here, of how you're existing from all these different places. My parents were from Jamaica, so they're Jamaican immigrants in UK. And so listen to all the stories, Dominicans or Puerto Ricans or Haitians, whatever, wherever you're from, the stories echo. And the more we get to know each other is the more we realize we're the same. So just thank you for a wonderful night.
Thank you. Okay, so those were gorgeous. Thank you, everyone. All right, I'm just going to hold this. Okay. All of our food is donated by chefs, caterers, and restaurants that are inspired by our mission, all of it. And we want to thank the people who made tonight's dinner possible. So Chef Anya, the table over here, if you stand up, please. Yeah. So Chef Anya owns a catering company for TV, film, and photo shoots. Thank you for making our incredible meal tonight. Delicious. Amber Cooney in the back, one of our servers, made the delicious cake tonight, right? Or Washer's Bakery donated the amazing sourdough bread. So thank you. And all of our volunteers are women who at one point attended a dinner, just like you, had a profound experience and wanted other women to have the same experience. So thank you to all of you for taking care of us so attentively this evening. So as we mentioned before, we do Women Over Dinner in prisons. We are booked to do 2 dinners in prisons in Ohio next month. Each dinner cost us about $12,000 to do a dinner in a prison. So those dinners are paid for fully by donations. Please donate tonight. There's a QR code on your table. You can scan it right now. And we ask if every woman can donate. There's no amount that's too small and no amount that's too big. You can sponsor an entire dinner if you like. So any woman who donates $100 or more tonight gets a copy of the new book Nicole Daedone wrote in prison called Jailbirds in Flight. Again, the QR codes are on the table. And please donate and help us bring this amazing experience to the lives of those who are incarcerated. And I'm going to show you a video from the dinner we hosted at Taconic State Correctional.
Let me tell you this. This is history? This is history. No, it really is. So we did 100 dinners around the world, and today there's 100 women around the world, everywhere from, the first one this morning was in Ireland, Nigeria, Ghana. Everyone is doing it today to stand in solidarity with this dinner here.
I'm in charge of all the programs for the incarcerated individuals, and we like to have events here. It's important to me as a female to encourage other females and have them see their strength and to empower them. So events like this really mean a lot to me, and I'm so ecstatic that this is the first correctional facility to do an event like this. Part of history.
One of the things that makes this Women's Over Dinner event so meaningful is because, for one, it's being held in a place where voices are not heard, bodies are not seen. It's very emotional for me. We've never had anything like this when I was incarcerated. We didn't have a setting where we can sit down and eat together.
This event just means so much to me because, first and foremost, I just know, being a justice impacted woman, that the women are often forgotten, and during this time of year, it's one of the worst time of year because the holiday season is, the New Year is coming up. So I just thought it was a wonderful opportunity to bring this to my sisters that I left behind the wall to come and participate in something like this.
When I first walked in, I was like, oh my God, I feel like we're home.
This is amazing. This is like something I would never dream of happening in a place like this, and I'm thankful that I'm here today. To walk in here today to know that we're gonna be having this conversation, but to know that the womanhood community embraced us, this is beautiful.
We, as free people, understood that we're not free unless all of our sisters are free.
There are many kinds of freedom, small and large, but there exists within each of us a freedom, a wealth that's untouchable, incorruptible, beyond money or status, control, or even one's body. There remains within each of us a territory that cannot be colonized by any external force if we are fierce and vigilant guardians of what we know to be true.
I felt really classy, I liked the whole table setup. I felt important, like somebody really cared about me,
This was needed and is needed in an environment like this. Thank you so much.
I'm sure you can feel from that video how important this is. The brown envelope you were given when you arrived contains all the info you need to host your own dinner with friends, sisters, mothers, and coworkers. So please bring this to all the women who weren't able to be here tonight so that we can all remember our power together. For everyone who donated $100 or more, please see Aubrey at the registration table on your way out to collect your Jailbirds book. And that was a Women Over Dinner.
Okay, everyone. So wonderful that you could join. It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure. I hope you had as much fun and was as moved as I was. What an incredible evening. We'll have another dinner next month. I hope you can join again. We'll see you all soon. Have a great rest of your evening.